Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I have a haul. It's a beauty haul. It's a very collective beauty haul. This is all of the month of February, a little bit of March, quite a bit of January. So I'd say it's probably about a 2-month haul of everything that I picked up. I don't feel like I was shopping too much, but some things really seemed to pile up, and there's quite a bit of things just sitting here waiting to be talked about. So if you're interested, just keep watching, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know if you picked up anything and what you think of the deals that I picked up, because I feel pretty good about some of these. We are going to start with Target. I went to Target three times in the past couple months. One time, what was I looking for? I don't remember what I was looking for. I went for something, I can't remember what at this moment, and I picked up a few things. Then another time I wanted to get Clorox wipes and Swiffers. Did I remember Swiffers? No, I forgot the Swiffers. But I did find some beauty deals. And then the third time they had sent me a 20% off, Target Circle deal of all their food. So I stocked up on cheese because my Target, the cheese is way cheaper than everybody else. Like grated cheese is $1.99 instead of $2.99 if it's on sale, $3.99 normally. So with that 20% off, I stocked up on cheese, and I looked around a little bit as I was there too. So first up, I found this. This was on an end cap on the clearance, and when I brought it up, it was ringing up full price, and I was like, shouldn't it be on clearance? Because it wouldn't show, and they said I had to ask a team member, and she goes, yeah, that's a holiday one. It should be 90% off. So she gave it to me for $1, and I was like, sweet, I will take a foaming gel wash from Tree Hut for $1. It is the set Frozen Honey. It smells nice. It was a good thing, and 90% off was a great deal. This one, I feel like, was 50% off, even though it wasn't marked 50% off, but it's been a while, because I think this was very beginning of February, maybe even into January when I found this. This is from Dove. It is the Sugar Cookie Sprinkle limited edition body mist. It smells nice. I thought it might be an interesting thing to have to layer. It has a little bit of spiciness to it. Does it give me notes? Vanilla nuttiness. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I believe this was $3.99, but I could have paid $6.79 if I did. I feel like that was not a very good deal, but it is what it is. Then I found these, and I picked up two of these that second trip that I went in. This is the Dove Body Scrub in Dragon Fruit and Coconut, and I thought, oh, this smells nice. It smells nice. I picked up two of these. I have used one of these. So you're going to see one in my March empties because I've already finished one of these. They were $3.99 on clearance. So the third trip I made, I saw they had a couple more, and I only picked up one more. So in total I had 3, but you're only seeing 2 of it. For $3.99, I didn't think that was too bad of a deal. Then the second trip, I saw this, and I asked about it because I was like, shouldn't this be at least 50% off because it's the holiday? And she did end up giving it to me for 50% off. It is the Visions of Sugar Plums, Notes of Spiced Fruit, and Warm Amber. It is a secret deodorant, antiperspirant. I think it probably smells nice. I don't know. I thought for the next fall I could use it. But they had holiday stuff. They had Valentine's stuff. It was after Valentine's for that second trip. That was not on sale. And I was like, this seems weird that it's not on sale. I also have 2 other things that I got at Target. You'll see the second one in a second. But they're these little cute baskets. These are in the dollar spot. And I thought, these are great. I can leave stuff in them to try to, like, control my haul spots. These were they $3? They were $3. So I have a pink one you're going to see in a minute. But I also picked those up at Target, that first of my 3 trips to Target. Yeah, that's everything. I had to look really quick. Now, this stuff is mostly from Ulta, but I have 2 things that I got at Macy's. I ordered these in November. They were doing them for $10. They were the Pat McGrath palettes. And then my order was canceled. I thought, okay, that's fine. I wondered if they might not get canceled because they seem to be very popular. This is Luminous Legends eyeshadow palette Dawn Divinity. There we go. That's what they look like. Let me make sure I have some makeup wipes. I'm only going to swatch 3 of them. I swatched these 2 in the middle and then the dark shade just because I have some other things that I want to swatch and I want to kind of get through things. So those look beautiful. I kind of hit a skid on that one. They're beautiful. They're soft. They feel like the delicious Pat McGrath formula that she has. And then I also ordered this one. And this one is Starfall Seduction. The shade, oh, that's so pretty. Very dark shades. So ordered these in, like I said, I'm just going to do the 3 in the middle. In November, it was just before Thanksgiving or right around, maybe, it was before Thanksgiving though, because it wasn't a Black Friday special. These were $10. Beauty Still posted about them. I ran over, I ordered them, waited and waited, and then they were canceled. And I thought, okay, well that's that then. Into January, they showed up on my doorstep, and I went, what? Didn't charge me, had the refund, never recharged me, so those were free, which I'm very happy with. Like, those are beautiful, and I will definitely use them, and free was a absolutely great price, but was also surprised by that. Then we're onto Ulta. So I have this guy I picked up. I had my diamond renewal gift that I wanted to do, so I put in an order for a couple things. I did it during the free shipping thing that they did, so I thought this would be nice. I have a thicker velvety couple of these, one pink and one in black, so I thought this might be a nice one to use when I'm filming. I also picked up these, and I'm not sure how I think about these. These were on sale, but I didn't realize they have the beads in them. Can you see the beads? And I did not know that they have the beads, and I don't know how I feel about that. So I might give them a go. I might end up passing most of them along. I also have some gifts with purchase here, but this was what I ended up getting as my diamond renewal gift, just because I knew it would be something that I would actually use. I'm pretty sure this is the shade that I have been using, but don't quote me on that. This is 20B Light, and I didn't want to lose my reward, so I'm keeping this in the packaging so that I don't use it right away. I have some other concealers that I want to finish up first, but yeah, that was my free gift. At the end of the year, I realized that a couple of the things that I had ordered and a few of the things that, well, one of the things that we had ordered under my mom's account, I was going to be returning, and I wanted to make sure that we kept our status as platinum and diamond. She's platinum, I'm diamond. And so I put in one final order at Ulta, and this came sometime in January. It is all Flower Nose, and I was kind of curious about this. So I think I might have ordered a perfume. I don't remember. I need to do another perfume haul. That is at some point going to be happening. But put in a small order just to make sure that we kept our status. I didn't end up returning anything until end of January, so I think it's counting against our totals for this year. Instead, that is what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? And then look at the... So this is the Strawberry Cupid collection, Cupid's Mischief. And we can swatch... I hate even swatching any of these. We're going to swatch a couple of the hearts in the middle. And then I'll swatch a couple of the Cupid's heads as well. So some of them are a little light. That shimmer is pretty light, but overall not bad. They feel nice and soft to the touch, which is a good thing. But that was something that I saw and I was like, oh, I really want to try that. And I also really wanted to try the Swan collection because obviously Swan Lake is very special to me. So this is the White Swan, and oh my gosh, so pretty. They had like 3 in this collection of palettes, and oh, it says Susan Ballet. Oh, look at that. I don't even want to touch them. They're so pretty. Dang. All right, we will do the 2 mattes so that I don't have to mess up any of the other ones right now, because that's just where we are. Those have some nice pigmentation to them. That's a really nice kind of light shade as well. And then the last thing that I purchased from Ulta is one of the blushes. This is the Classic Ballet number 3. And once again, so beautiful. With the strawberries on it. The packaging, oh my gosh. And then that's what it looks like. Isn't that a beautiful shade? Like, such a nice shade. It's also absolutely beautiful. Hate to even like mess it up. And that's what it looks like. It's a nice light pink. I guess I don't need to keep the little insert, but did get that one too. Moving on, I did. Oh well, I'm gonna do the Ulta gifts with purchase at the end, just because I like to save the gifts with purchase to the end in case you don't care about what I got for free. I did pick up this set of Dove Sugar Cookie Sprinkle soaps. These were 50% off of $4.49, so about $1 a bar. I thought was not too terribly bad at all, actually. Then we have my Ipsy order. Was this Mega Drop Shop? It probably was. I picked up the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I love Glow Recipe. Not that I wear a lot of toners. I mean, want to wear a lot of toners, but I ended up using toner quite regularly because I have it. And I just wanted to try this because if I'm going to use toner, might as well have something interesting and new to try. And like I said, I love Glow Recipe. I think it's really a nice, I don't know, just they're fun. So we're going to try that one. Then this was what I really wanted to pick up. This is the Powder Room translucent setting powder from Pretty Vulgar. This is something I've gone through several times. This is in the shade Matte About It, which should just be a plain matte. It does have the cute little puff on it, and it's just a translucent setting powder. I've gone through at least 2 of these in the past. I love this powder, so I was very excited to see this for $10 on Ipsy. And I don't know what's going on with Pretty Vulgar, so I have no idea if it's like a thing normally or if it was just kind of some random stuff ending up at Ipsy, but it's there. Then I have this Purifying Gentle Facial Scrub from Dermalectives. I picked this up because I do love face scrubs, and it was like $3, so thought I'm going to try it. I also got a free gift, which is from Persali. This is the Reset Renewal Fluid Cream. So I think this must be a moisturizer, and you know, a free moisturizer for what I bought is not terribly bad. Okay. Oh, it's one of those pumps. So we will definitely get to that eventually. I have a lot of moisturizers still, so it's going to be a while before I get to it, especially when you see all the things that I've been sent recently. Yeah. Then we have Natasha Denona. This is the Yucca palette. I kind of gone back and forth about this. Saw it on there and I was like, oh, do I really want to pay even half price, like $35? And I was like, no, I don't. And then it went down to $24 and I went, okay, for $24, I'm going to pick up a Natasha Denona palette. Even if it ends up not being my favorite color story, I think there's some in here. The shimmers, oh my gosh. Like, this shimmer looks like right up my alley, so we're going to swatch that one. We're going to do the other one on the front. Oh, it's so soft. Let's do maybe this one. Oh, that one feels a little rough. That was a weird texture, to be honest. And then let's do the green because why not? It kind of stands out, right? Okay. The mustard is better than I thought it was going to be on the skin. Kind of enjoying that. The shimmers though. I figure $24 worth it for the Natasha Denona shimmers if nothing else. We are to my next little basket. This is the other one I got for $3 from Target. So it is the pink one. This is mostly Sephora things. I'm going to, once again, put all of the free samples in to this basket, and we'll talk about them at the end. Well, that was much smaller. That took out most of the basket. Things that I picked up this set of Kosas blushes. I picked this set up last year too, and I have been enjoying. I actually have this one. This is the blush I've been wearing to work recently. I'm not going to swatch it because I might end up passing this one along. So this is Euphoria. It is a nice color. It's kind of a nice neutral. It doesn't look too crazy, so I feel like it's been really nice for work appropriate. Then the other two in here are Spellbound, and I ended up picking up this because I was going to order something from Kohl's because they still had it at Kohl's. So I'm going to put this over here. So they still had it at Kohl's, and then but they had, if you spent $75, you got an additional 10% off. And I thought, you know, this is on clearance for $26 for the 3 brushes. I'm going to get, I might as well add this on and get both of them 10% off. So the other one is Dare. So here we go. Those are the two. Those are pretty. Those are not nearly as crazy as I thought they were going to be. I thought they might be a little harder to work with, but I think those are going to be beautiful. As long as I go in with the light hand, they're going to be a little dark otherwise. So I picked up those. The other thing I picked up was double wear because I started watching people talking about it, and I was like, I do have a backup. I bought a second backup. So I wear 1C1 Cool Bone. It is my favorite shade. I've done like 1N1 and maybe something else. There's been a couple of them that I've tried that are close-ish, and I can make them work, but 1C1 is definitely my shade, and I decided I wanted one more bottle before it is no more. I'm really irritated at the EU, you know, banning or making ingredients so small that it makes it impossible, so everybody's reformulating everything. Same thing with all the technology now that we have to get rid of. I have all these cords for my old Apple products, and now everything has to be USB-C, and I'm like, okay, so I now have to buy new adapters. I have to buy all this. It's making more of an issue than I had before. The other things in here, though, are things that I won at my friend's birthday party. So she's actually the ex-wife of my cousin, and we've stayed close. We've gone to Disneyland. I love her daughter so much. She was my dance student a long time ago. And so we had a party for her 50th birthday, and so they had a thing where you had to answer all these questions about her, and I was like, oh no, I hate this. Her daughter had one her 21st last week, in November. I should have known, but I ended up winning the prize. Her daughter and her sister both had 23, but her mother said, you guys don't count towards it. So I had 20 of the answers correct. So I won a nice little puff in orange. I won this Bath Magic. It's a therapy balm. So that, I have a bath bomb that I won. And then a scrub. This is what I'm most excited about, the scrub. It is the Dr. Teal's Citrus scrub. So I'm very excited about that. I was shocked that I won. And I was very happy too. There was a couple that I could have gotten a couple more, but I was 50-50. I was like waffling back and forth, and I waffled the wrong way on a couple of them. All right, things that I purchased at discount stores. I'm running low on my acne dots, so I picked up this set from the Creme Shop, Hello Kitty. These are have salicylic acid. I like to have them with something in them. So I did pick up these for $6.99. Really, the only time I've gone shopping is because I'm looking for supplements, or I'm looking for like skincare like this, or like the next thing, which I don't have with me. They are in my mom's rehab room. I picked up some new makeup remover wipes. These are 60 essence rich towelettes, watermelon and salicylic acid from the Creme Shop. They're Hello Kitty. And so I use them on her. I use them on me at night. They are not good enough to take off mascara though. So the mascara melter that I got from Lancome, I have been using that to kind of like break down my mascara before I go in with a makeup remover wipe. It works. And then I went to Ross the other day. It was kind of a fluke. I decided I wanted to stop at my grocery store, and in the parking lot of my grocery store, where was I going? Was I just going in I think I was just going in to pick up some salad. But there's a Ross in the parking lot, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop. And I meant to look for some magnesium supplements, and I totally forgot. But I was talking to my dad, and he's like, oh, you should look if they have Boss water for your mom. So I did pick her up Boss Water, but I also picked up a soap. This is Strawberry Shortcake soap, and it just looked cute, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick up the cute little soap for $4.99. So that's it for that. I did pick up a body spray, but that will be in whenever I do a perfume haul, because I'm not quite there yet. Okay, next up is Costco. I think I've been to Costco twice this year. I really think that's it. And both times it's because I was going to pick up muffins. I like to have their poppy seed muffins as I drive to work. That's kind of my breakfast. I don't like any of the other ones. Well, the chocolate ones are fine with the vanilla chocolate ones, but they don't have those all the time. But so many of them have that crumble on top of it, so you can't eat them as you're driving. You can eat a poppy seed muffin that's going to stay together, and it doesn't have crumbs. So I went there once to pick up that, and I decided to pick up the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes while I was there because these were on sale. I think it was $11.99, so I do have 5 packs in here. One is the hyaluronic acid one, which are the Hydro Boost. I don't like those. I don't like the scent of them, but I do have the originals. So once I finish the cleansing balm I'm currently working on, those will be started to work on. And then I went last week because once again I needed some muffins, and oh, I also got a rotisserie chicken, which was nice. But found some things on clearance. So I picked up this for $13.97. This is the Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil Scent. I have just a couple samples of cleansing oils left, and I was hoping that they might last me through March, so that in April when they do the Sephora sale, I was going to get my Josie Maran cleansing oil again, because that's really my favorite, but it's $38 for one bottle. This was $13.97 for 2 bottles. They are 200 mils and 300 mils respectively, so hopefully they're good. I will try the smaller bottle first, and yeah, I just couldn't justify a almost $40 bottle of cleansing oil when there was 2 for $14. Much better deal. I also picked up this set. This was $19.99 on sale. It was $5 off. These are a 3-pack of the NYX Lip Ivy. I have been wanting to try these, so we're gonna swatch them. I've almost purchased one of these in recent. When I was doing something, I saw them on Ulta, I think, and I was like, ooh, I'm really interested in that. But $19.99 is a much better price for the 3. So this one is Bubblegum Burst. This was my favorite of the shades. Oh yeah, that is a great shade. I can't wait to try these out. I'll probably try them out this week. I'm not going to swatch the other ones because I want to see how I like the formula and how it feels on my lips. I might end up giving them as gifts if I can get them out. Ooh. So this one is Hydra Honey. This is probably the one I'm a little more nervous about because it looks a little bit more brownie compared to, so there's the 3 shades. And then this one is Blush Rush. It's a little darker. So we'll try the bubblegum one. But like I just showed, help. There you go. So that's what it looked like on the skin. But I thought $19.99 was not too bad for the 3 of them because I think they're about $10 a piece through NYX nowadays. They've gone up on the prices. It does leave a little bit of a stain. That was just a minute on my skin. Okay, now we are on to all the free stuff. We have Sephora and Ulta gifts with purchase, samples, the bonus offers, the beauty offers, as well as all the things that I've gotten to test out from companies. So let's start with those. I have Influencer, I have Beautytap, and I did Pinch Me occasionally, but the thing I got from Pinch Me is already in my empties because it was such a long time since I got it. Okay, so first up we have from Philosophy. This is the Purity Made Simple One-Step Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I got this from Influencer to try. I did use a chunk of it. I stopped because I wanted to finish up my Pharmacy one. I like the Pharmacy a little bit better. This does feel like it leaves a little bit of a film on my skin. It is not my favorite, but it was sent to me for review. So tried it, used it, wrote my review on various websites. What's funny is Influencer also sent me a perfume sample, just a sample size. And they're like, you can't judge it based on it being a sample size. But then they wanted me to post pictures of it, which I thought was funny. But then they also said this particular perfume they did not want us to talk about on our socials. So I think that's really funny too. And eventually you'll probably figure it out if you watch my sample Saturday next month. You know, and my March sample Saturday that goes up in the beginning of April, you'll probably be able to figure out which one it is. Okay, next up from Influencer, I don't have this with me, I just have the packaging. It is the Privage. This is the Multi-Restorative Sculpting Soft Cream. I just did a review on this. This is currently in my rotation, that's why it's just the empty box. I really like this stuff. I think Elizabeth Arden has some really nice skincare, and it's underrated for the most part. So I did like that. It is, I don't really want to repurchase it, but I do enjoy it. Then I got this from Sunday Riley. This is the CEO Afterglow Brightening Vitamin C Cream. This I haven't started using yet. I just barely got it this past week, but I did take it out. The packaging is nice. It comes with a spatula now, like this cool spatula. Is there a picture? No. Anyway, this is my next thing I'm going to test out for Influencer, and I just write a review and it goes up. Things that I got from Pinch Me. This one was in my empties, so you probably will see it if you haven't, if my empties hasn't come up, or it will be it coming up. It is from Sephora. It is the Dewy Bubble Serum Hyaluronic and Polyglutamic Acids Serum. It was a nice little serum. It is gone. Then I have from Suwasu, this is the First Care Activating Serum VI, which is 6, I believe, if I'm remembering my Roman numerals right, because I don't use them a whole bunch. But that is a nice serum. I currently have in my cabinet. I'm trying to figure out where to put it in the rotation. I don't really want to use it just on my neck and chest, but I don't know if I want to replace, because my normal rotation is vitamin C or lactic acid in the morning, back and forth, and then a retinol and like some other active acid at night. And right now I have the pour down toner or pour down serum from Tarte's sister brand, because I ordered sample sizes and they sent me full sizes. It's just taking me forever to get through those. But that's where I don't know if I wanted to replace any of those, and when I would have time to replace those. Also from Suwasu, this is the concentrated ginseng rejuvenating cream. Came with a cute little spatula. Not as nice as the Sunday Riley one, but this is currently, I'm using it as my neck and chest moisturizer, so it's the moisturizer on my neck currently. And then I have from Elm Biosciences a A30 Elemental Night Cream. The packaging on this is really nice. It's like the jar is tall, but the lid goes down on it, so it kind of feels like the lid goes all the way to the bottom. It's interesting. It's a nice moisturizer, so not sad about having those to try. Don't really need to try any more moisturizers anytime soon. The only thing that I have coming still is a hand cream that I'm excited to try, because it's a new perfume company and they put out hand creams, and so I'm glad to get a scent of it. All right, next up we have Sephora gifts with purchase, like the beauty offers. So first up is from Youth to the People. I got this 3-pack. Came with a perfume. This is the adaptogens plus snow mushroom, oat oils, lipids, vitamins, super shroom calm cleanser. That is so many words for that cleanser. These are quite large for their 1 ounces. Then we have the kale and green tea spinach vitamin superfood cleanser. Had this one in the past. I think I have a full size of it actually. And then we have the papaya and vitamin C ginger root lactic acid exfoliate brighten superfruit cleanser. So those 3 came in a set. Then I have this guy from Lawless. This is the Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Smooth Lining Gloss in the shade Cherry Vanilla. This was another, ooh, that is a bright shade. I don't really want to swatch it. Ooh. We're not going to swatch it because I'm going to leave it mostly uncontaminated. Then we have one more beauty offer from Drunk Elephant, this is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. I think this came from Sephora. It could have been one of the free gifts at Ulta. Do they carry Drunk Elephant? I can't remember. Samples. I have Rare Beauty under Positive Light Under Eye Brightener. So some samples of that. Makeup Forever. I like this foundation. I got one of these from Influencer back in the day, actually. This is the HD Skin Foundation. Got a couple samples there. Giorgio Armani. This is the new Luminous Silk. So got some samples there to try. We have from La Mer, it is the treatment lotion. Dr. Dennis Gross Universal Daily Peel. What else do we have in here? We have Cora Organics Turmeric Brightening and Exfoliating Mask, 2-in-1. We have the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. We have something for First Day Beauty. Oh, this came from Sephora. This was like in the mail by itself. This is the Ultra Gentle Cream to Foam Face Cleanser. They're repackaging and reinventing First Day Beauty, and they sent that in an Ulta, like a Sephora ad. Okay, last thing from Sephora is from Glossier. This is the birthday set. This was my mom's birthday gift. So when I ordered the blushes and the foundation, used her Kohl's account for it, and they were like, oh, it's your birthday, so ended up picking up this set. Was on the fence which one to get. She wasn't interested in any of them, so I just got to choose which one I wanted. We got snakes in there, and so we have 3 perfumes. We have Glossier Glossier U Fleur, and Glossier U Dew, and then the Cloud Paint in Puff, which I think should be probably pretty easy to get through because that is a tiny little blush. First sample set from Ulta. This is from Dermalogica. We have 3 things in here. We have the Daily Milk Foliant Calming Oat-Based Powder Exfoliant. We have the Daily Microfoliant and a charcoal-based one. Oh, I didn't realize they were all the weird exfoliants. These are not my favorite, but you know, if I'm desperate, maybe I will end up using them. We'll see. All right, the Diamond Perk that I picked up was it's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. I love this for hair leave-in treatment. They had the Pat McGrath blush, but it went so quickly I did not end up getting that. And then we have this set here. So first up we have the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. That's fine. Beauty Stat Universal Microbiome Barrier Balancing Cleanser. So we got 2 cleansers so far. From Starface, the Hydro Star patches with salicylic acid. Happy that they have salicylic acid. From Clinique, 100-hour moisture surge. Is this the serum? Nope, this is the moisturizer. So have that. Have all these boxes next to me that I gotta break up now. We have from Bubble the Slam Dunk Hydrating Moisturizer. I think I have some of this already. Yeah, this is kind of a iconic packaging. Did a good job having something distinct. Then we have from Vichy, this is the Mineral 89 Fortifying and Plumping Daily Booster. Still haven't figured out what to do with that. Radiant Tone Dual Serum from Eucerin. And finally, the CEO 15% Vitamin C Brightening Serum. There you go. That is it for my beauty haul. I do have things on the way, though. I have an Ulta order. Do I have? I'm trying to think. Yes. We will be doing an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty haul coming up, and I'm going to do the Sephora Rival sale too because Sephora had some good stuff on sale, at least day 2. So there'll be a small 21 Days of Beauty haul coming up. I didn't purchase much. There's not much that I'm looking at, but those will be coming, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I did purchase some makeup too, so we'll get some more hauls probably very end of March or into April. We'll see when things get here and how things are. So anyway, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.